Ding, ding. Elevator to heaven, elevator to heaven. Hard-packed earth, unreceptive hearts, fowls of the air, the evil one. Elevator to heaven, elevator to heaven.
This the elevator to heaven?
This is the elevator to heaven, yes, sir.
Well, what are those things?
Oh, man, we are spreading the seed of the kingdom, trying to look for good and honest hearts. You want to try one?
Well, we'll see you.
But, elevator to heaven, elevator to heaven. Going up. Ding, ding. Ding, ding. Elevator to heaven, elevator to heaven. Scorching winds, blazing sun, plows with rear view mirrors, tribulations, quitters, those who turn back. Elevator to heaven.
Elevator to heaven.
Yes, sir.
I think I'd like to get on here.
Come on here then.
It's a little tight here. What? That door's a little too tight.
Well, listen, it's the narrow way. There's a broad way down the way, but ours is a narrow way. But since you complained, I have to file a report.
Personal space, personal space. Hey, what's up with this guy?
I think he's doing a good job.
I feel like he's really being judgmental.
Elevator to heaven, elevator. Oh, nobody panic. It always happens on the tribulation floor. Let me flip the breaker. Up, back on.
I'm out of here.
What you get? We always lose one on the tribulation floor. Elevator to heaven, elevator to heaven. Going up. Ding, ding. Ding, ding. Elevator to heaven, elevator to heaven. Thorns, thistles, briars, entanglements, materialism.
Yeah, I'm looking for the elevator to heaven.
This is the elevator to heaven, sir.
All right, good deal.
Oh, whoa, you can't take anything with you.
I can't take this with me?
No, you can't take that with you. You get on by, you can't take anything with you.
Well, I mean, I've always had this with me. It's never been an issue. I mean, why is this a problem?
Number one, you can't take anything with you. You brought nothing in the world. You take nothing out. And besides that, this looks more like a god than a thing. We call it mammon. It's like a materialistic idol, and it's a choking hazard.
Are you kidding me? This thing has been with me forever. This is never going to be a problem.
Everybody says that, but there's an inherent.
There is no.
What was that ghastly noise?
It wasn't me.
No, ghastly noise.
Oh, he got victim of a choking hazard. The materialism wrapped in anyway. Elevator to heaven, elevator to heaven. Going up. Ding, ding. Ding, ding. Elevator to heaven, elevator to heaven. Pure and honest hearts. Crop yield 30-fold, 60-fold, 100-fold. Well, it looks like you're the only guy left today, my friend.
What little slim crowd, huh?
Well, we're not the most popular ride in the park, I'll have to tell you that.
I was just expecting more. The capacity sign kind of threw me off. It's capacity 144,000. I thought there would.
That's a guy from Revelation put that up. That's not literal. We don't. There's no capacity, and we don't have a sign that says, "In case of fire, use the stairs."
Oh, yeah, I guess not.
Anyway, the problem is we didn't get.
In case of fire, I got that.
Okay, we can't get people to stay. They get choked out by the cares of the world. They don't implant the seed in their heart. And then the people who do have good and honest hearts come and stay, and they give a good crop, and you're the last guy here.
And what keeps people from sticking with it? I mean,
well, there's always the easier way, that broad path. It just draws a bigger crowd.
A broad, easier path.
Yeah.
Huh. What do I have to do to take that path?
Oh, you don't have to do anything.
I have to do anything. Well, Well, what'll that cost me?
Everything.
Welcome to Grace Laboratories. We are exploring today the properties of godly grace glue. This is a spiritual polymer that is using love and grace and mercy with faith as a catalyst. Give the subject a dose of faith. Yes, now place him in the grace. Igor, would you please test the subject with a little pressure? Look, what is the problem here? What did you use? Would you be quiet? What did you use here? This is faith zero. Faith zero. You cannot have the faith without the works. To have the faith without the works, that is like a diet. That is a zero. Look, it is on the bottom.
Bottom.
Oh man, I don't want to do this. This is terrible. This is awful. I can't think of any. Oh, it's terrible. I so don't want to do this. This is the worst. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
You are whining like an Israelite. What is the problem?
I have to tell people about Jesus.
That's what you're supposed to do. You're a Christian.
I know,
You're
but
supposed to be evangelist.
that doesn't mean I want to do it though.
Okay, but look at it this way. What's the worst thing that could happen?
Well, somebody could be rude to me.
Nobody's going to be rude to you. This is the modern society. People are politically correct. You have to have tolerance. Nobody be rude to you.
Okay, well, show me how it's done. Why don't you tell that guy about Jesus?
That guy?
That guy.
Not a problem. Stand and watch. Pardon me, sir.
Yeah.
Could I ask you a question about your soul?
You want to talk to me about my soul? You think you know something about my soul?
No, I distinctly said ask.
You think you look at me and you think that there's something that you have that I need.
I want to ask.
If I want your opinion, I'll crack your head open and dip it out.
Mother.
Hello, my name is Nigel Nature. My name is Nigel, and I deal with all things nature. I like to answer questions about nature that people pose to me.
You're Nigel Nature.
Yes, indeed, I am Nigel Nature.
I got a great question.
All right.
Is that snake right there poisonous?
That snake right there? Of course, it's not poisonous. That is such a silly question when people ask me if snake is poisonous. Snakes are not poisonous, they're venomous, and that particular snake is probably the most venomous snake in all of the world. One bite from that snake will begin to make him to itch all over his body, and then begin projectile vomiting everywhere, at which point he will begin to have a little bit of paralysis in his right leg, and then it will begin to move to his left leg, and then it will move to his upper body, and he will eventually succumb to death.
Man, last night is such a blur. I don't even know if I remember everything that happened last night. Man, I got in so much trouble. I wonder who this is. I hope it's not somebody telling me something else about last night. Hello?
Hey man, this is Sin. You remember me?
Oh man, last night. Man, what happened?
What a party is what happened, man. Temptation, you invited him over, and then if you remember, he called me, I showed up. I mean, that was a fantastic party.
No, it was a terrible party. I got in so much trouble.
Well, that tends to happen when you wreck the car and your parents get all mad about it, and then your reputation goes down the drain. I mean, that happens.
Man, you got to help me figure this out. You got to help me fix it.
Nah. See, I don't stay around to clean up stuff like that, and you're gonna get a bill for it. Remember, like wages of sin is death, buddy. Oh well. Hey, look, I gotta run. I'll see you later.
Man, I'm in so much trouble. Oh, it was such a bad night last night. Oh, I'm surprised he'd even talk to me. Yes, Lord?
Of course I want to talk to you. I've always been there for you.
Even after last night?
You know, it's this kind of situation that caused me to come here in the first place.
But, man, last night, I'm not even sure I know what all happened.
I sent you a text. You know, not that. That's a lot longer. #Romans. And by the way, that whole debt that he talked about you owing, I paid that. Oh no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I won't do it. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do it. This is terrible. It's the worst.
What is wrong with you?
I got to tell people about Jesus.
You got to tell people about Jesus. Look, what's the worst that could happen?
Well, I could get beat up.
You could get beat up for telling people about Jesus. Are you kidding me?
It's possible. It's in the realm of possibility. If you're so awesome and great at it, why don't you tell that little girl over there about it?
That is no problem. Watch and learn, my friend. Oh, are you coughing? Hey, I've got a piece of candy here for you. It might help with your throat.
Hey, are you offering my daughter some candy?
No.
Hey, you wait in the car.
No, look,
we're going to talk about this.
No, I didn't mean it.
Well, come on down here to Big Bob's Burden and Trade Emporium, an authentic Mexican restaurant. Come on down to Big Bob's now. We got a great trade. Hey there, son. Woo-hoo. You here for the burden trade?
I want to trade my burden, Bob.
Well, I tell you, that's a fine-looking burden you got there.
Pretty big one.
Now, have you been here before?
No, I haven't.
Well, what we're going to do, we're going to take your burden, throw it through our recycling facility. I'm going to take you to the back warehouse, and you get to pick out a brand new burden and walk yourself home with it.
Let's do it.
Now, I'll get this burden. The key for a burden like this is to lift with your back in a jerking, twisting motion. All right, there it goes the recycling. Let's come on back to the warehouse here. All right, now, you might want to step back and take a gander at all these burdens we got here. Pick yourself out something nice to take home today.
Well, I see one I like right up there, top left.
I tell you what, I hadn't seen that one there in a few years. Now, I will tell you that that burden right up there comes with a little bit of emotional pain, anxiety, a lot of stress.
Pain.
Yeah, but I tell you, I think you can handle it. I'm gonna get that burden for you right
Hey,
there.
hey, let's not be too hasty. Let's not be too hasty. Let's try another one. Let's go over here. This one right here. Right here. See the orange one there? That's the one.
On the second shelf down?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's a good one there. I tell you, that's been around for a while. That's a class 4 burden right there now. I'm legally inclined to tell you that that one there comes with a little bit of financial burden behind it. It'll cause some strain on yourself, may trickle to your family, but I tell you, you can handle that burden. I'm gonna get that burden for you.
No. Ho. Let's not be too hasty. Let's try one more. Let's try one more. How about this one in the center? Right there.
In the center?
That small one there.
On the third shelf down. That
Third shelf. Yeah, the compact.
Oh, come on now. You had me going there for a second. Come on now.
That's the one I want. That's the one I want.
You're serious?
Yeah, I'm sure. Let's go with that one.
Point at it one more time to make sure you're...
That little bitty one right there in the middle. Right there.
That little bitty one on the third shelf down?
Yes, that's what I want.
The little bitty one right there.
Yes, the small one.
You can't have the little bitty one the third shelf down.
And why not?
That's the one you brought in.
Welcome to Grace Laboratories. We are exploring the properties of godly grace glue. This is a spiritual polymer using love and grace and mercy with faith as a catalyst. Did you apply the faith catalyst? No spray this time. Yes, dunk. Very good, very good. We place the subject in God's love. Now, Igor, if you please.
You rang.
Yes, please. Will you try to push and try to pull? And he will not move. See, he will not move. There is nothing strong enough to separate us from the love of God.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. No.
What are you whining about?
I've got to tell people about Jesus Christ.
Tell people about Jesus Christ. What's the worst thing that could happen with that?
Well, you could get bit by a dog. A dog, yeah, that's it, a dog. You get bit by a dog.
Bit by a dog. Fluffy.
It's possible. Hey, if you're so awesome and great, why don't you go knock on that door over there?
That door right there.
That door over there.
Wait right here. This door.
Oh, thank you so much. Yep. Smell those tater tots, my man. Those are great. She wasn't very cheery today, though.
Well, she might need an attitude adjustment, maybe a happy pill or something, but yeah, something was going on there. I don't know.
Happy pills, it reminds me. You know, in the New Testament, the happy pills, I believe the passage was eat, drink, and be merry, and tomorrow take the pill for blood pressure and medication.
I'm fairly certain that's nowhere in the Bible.
It was the New Testament. It was right after Jesus fed the multitude with the little Happy Meal and the McFish thing, and you know what that story was.
You can't just have it your way in the Bible. Did you tip the lady?
Yeah, I did. You were in the restroom. I gave her a great tip. I gave her the one from the wise King Solomon. I said, you can't tell which direction the train went by looking at the track.
There are no trains in the Bible. I mean, did you tip her monetarily? You know, give her money.
I did. You're right. Excuse me, ma'am. Yeah. I'm so sorry I left you hanging there. All right. There you go. You're very welcome.
Awesome.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I am usually a big spender, a big tipper. Thank you.
Sarcasm is completely lost on you, is it not?
It's not.
Okay. Hopefully you gave in proportion to your happiness.
I did. I gave her $2. That's twice as much as I give on Sunday mornings.
Oh man, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. That's it. I'm talking myself out of it. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to, so I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it.
What is all the fuss about?
I have to tell people about the good news of Jesus Christ, and I don't want to do it.
I don't understand how that's such a bad thing. I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen?
Well, people could be rude to me or beat me up. I could get bit by a dog. What could possibly be worse than that?
If you don't, both of you could lose your soul.
Hello, I'm Chris Christian. My name is Chris, I'm a Christian, and I like to answer things about Christianity.
Chris Christian.
Yes, sir.
Got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Is alcohol a sin?
Alcohol is not a sin. That's a pretty silly question. In fact, how could alcohol, a substance, a liquid, be a sin? However, the drinking of and getting drunk on alcohol is a sin. In fact, it can lead to some pretty difficult things like overly confident.
Hey, I bet Lonnie Jones couldn't put me to sleep if he wanted to. Bring it home, big boy. Let's go.
It could lead to impaired judgment.
Go Vols!
It could eventually lead to dependence. It could lead to alcoholism and addiction. It could also eventually lead to the loss of your job, the loss of your family, the loss of your life, and it could result in you losing your soul. In the end, it bites like a viper. Welcome to Grace Laboratories. We are exploring the properties of godly grace glue. This is a spiritual polymer of love and grace and mercy with faith as a catalyst. Our subject, as you have seen, has been through rigorous testing over decades of his life and nothing separating him from the love of God. We have tried troubles and death and struggles and pain. Nothing can separate him from the love of God. What is the matter? What is the matter? Will you stop it? All of our testing was conclusive. It is impossible to separate one from the love of God. How did this happen?
Well, God will never leave me, but I have to choose to stay.
Man, Passover always makes me nervous. Okay, this is Archangel 1. This is Archangel Actual. Yeah, he has left the city. Negative. He is not going to Bethany. No, it looks like they're going to spend the night in a garden. Yeah, they're going to stay outside. Yeah, right at the top of Olive, yes. Gethsemane, the olive press. Oh, negative. We have an angel present with him. Yeah, we actually have boots on the ground. Yeah, it looks like he's doing some kind of consoling. All right, this is Archangel. I'm going off watch.
Hey, not so fast, not so fast. There is a hostile party advancing on his position.
Okay, from here they look armed.
I believe they are.
Oh man, weapons and lanterns and soldiers. Hey, you did the original Passover, didn't you?
Yes.
What was it like?
Well, it was a dark operation. I mean, we went in blacked out, and if there was blood on the doorpost, we passed on by. If there wasn't blood on the doorpost, well, we entered the house and we took care of business.
No resistance whatsoever.
None.
Entire nation of Egypt.
Every firstborn.
Let me just send you down there and knock this thing out.
It'd be over quick.
All right, let's hey, hold. Listen, I just got orders from above. You're not to go. We got to stand down.
Even with this hostile crowd.
Oh man, yeah, but it looks like we're supposed to allow them to arrest him. See how far it goes.
Guys, word's out all over heaven that they still have him down there.
They've been doing this trial. They've took him to the Sanhedrin.
It's a sham trial.
Yeah, I know.
They're not supposed to do this at night. The witnesses are false witnesses.
I know. I hear everything
Blasphemy.
you hear. Listen, we're told to stand down.
Hey, if they hit him
Blasphemy,
one more
it's
time, I'm
blasphemy.
going down there.
Look, listen, you can't go down there. You can't go. We've been told to stay. We got to stand down. I'm seeing what you're seeing, but you can't do it.
Can't let this happen, man. We got to go down
We
there.
can't just stand around and watch this.
We have our orders. You can't go down there. Now they've turned him over to the Romans.
Hey, you see what's going on?
I can see.
It's go time, baby.
No.
Hey, I don't know if you're watching the scourging that's taking place right now. Hey, you know most men don't survive this.
I can see it, I can hear it, but I can't do anything about it. I've been told to tell everybody to stand down.
Hey guys, they've got him on the move again. Look, he's on the move. And they're
got to
yelling
go.
at him.
We gotta go.
Look, they're spitting on him.
supposed
They're
to
yelling
stand
at him.
down.
Come
We've been
on.
If they mock him one more time,
Listen, you know what happened last time somebody broke rank? You can't go down there.
They used the crown of thorns on him.
I'm told to stay.
Look, they've mocked him. They've put the crown of thorns. They've done all sorts of stuff to him.
Until he calls us.
Guys, they're on the move again. They are headed to Golgotha. You know what happens at the place of the skull.
Hey, let me tell you this. This guy right here, hey, weren't you involved in that little Assyrian thing?
Yeah,
185,000 in one night, is that right?
yeah.
You didn't use your sword, did you?
No, didn't need to.
Send him down. This will
Look,
be over at
I can't send one of you. I can't send some of you. I can't send all of you. I've been told to wait until he calls us.
You know what happens at the place of the skull.
We know what happened at the place of the skull. The next time you have to stay away, stay strong, stay faithful. Remember that 12 legions, 72,000 angels had to stay in their realm and had to stay invisible while the Son of God was murdered on a cross. So the next time you think it's hard to stay, remember that when Jesus was on the cross and had the power to come down, he chose to stay.